What's up, friends? Welcome to the Friendly Food Forest. Let's take a little walk around and see what we've been up to this week. Okay, we got our 6-foot fence up. We might be keeping them deer out for the first time in 2.5, almost 3 years in the Friendly Food Forest. This is kind of a econo fence. I'll do a little bit closer video on it and take you in step by step and show you how we did it. But just some 4x4 poles and the string for baling hay. Got our peach tree opening up. This has been sprayed for peach leaf curl with that copper-based organic spray a couple times. So hopefully that's hanging in tough and we hit all our trees with that. I'm a little nervous that this right here, if you can see that right there, right in the middle, that's gonna be for spreading that cedar apple rust around. So I am gonna be taking that down real quick. For right now, I'm just going to pluck them off by hand, as many of them as I can off that eastern red cedar. Got some weeds to pull for the strawberries under the peach tree. Probably going to transplant some more into this area from out back. Kind of consolidate them to one area, but them did really well under the peach tree last year, so we're going to do that again. Got lots of gardening space to open up, some onions that made it from last year. This area is going to be cucumber and radish over here. Some squash. Got to picture it with me here. Got some carrots. They'll be coming back for carrots from seed. We're going to do tomatoes over here again with basil. Some more interplanting. Chives coming back near our little tiny apple tree. We're going to do some gardening over here. I can't remember. Oh, I think cantaloupe maybe, and some other interplanting in this area I have planned. Lots more carrots from seed over in this area without a doubt. Very few weeds to pull, but I will have to get on that. And then we're going to do tomatoes over here again with the carrots. So always companion planting. Possibly thinking sunflowers for some of these spots over here between the trees. Let's check out our plum tree here. It's really opening up, and it's pretty big too. Got our nectarine, nice pink starts. So hopefully with this deer fence up now, we actually get to keep our fruit trees, and they're just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger. Very excited. Got some new growth on that apple tree. See the corner and the orange. You can hardly pick it up. It's not, don't look too bad, but yet I think it's gonna work good for the deer. Peach tree coming back to life. I got some pruning I need to do here, because I remember some of that was dead last year. I should have been on that a little sooner. But I'm gonna see what comes back to life and get that pruned up. All right, let's go out back, see what's going on out there. First thing we did is get our peas ready. Got a nice long row there. We dug that about 6 inches deep. Mixed some perlite and peat moss in with it. Mixed the original clay that we had removed in with that and tried to break it up. Made a little trench, dropped our peas in about 2 inches deep. Sprinkled some carrots over it. Carrot seeds, I should say. Mixed it around with the rake just a bit. Tad bit more peat moss over the top, and we got nice peas and carrot interplant. On the end down there, I did do that trench and digging method. Right here, on the last 4 to 6 feet, I did a true no dig. It's probably not going to go real great with the peas and the clay soil. They like to have a nice soft soil under them. But we thought, what the heck, anytime we can get a little experiment in, why not? So we got a true no dig pea and carrot on the end down here. In a nice dugout trough with the peat moss and perlite, helping to give them roots a nice soft place to grow. Let's check out a little bit more. We got our onions planted, and the kale and the broccoli that will be interplanted with them is in the house growing. It's actually on the porch hardening off. I'm probably going to leave it out there overnight. Should be all right. And the kale will go right in here. It's kind of hard to pick up because onions aren't popping through too much. Well, we're gonna have a mix of kale and onions and broccoli, and the onions will help keep the pest away from the kale and the broccoli. They help with the brassica family. And we got one pole up in the back corner and one up in the front corner, so we're working on getting this going. I started to prep this area for our cantaloupe, watermelon, or pumpkins. We're gonna do all melons back here, I think, for the most part, and whatever interplanting will help keep the pest away from melons. I'll do a little more research. But every couple, say 4 feet, 3-4 feet, I got the wood chips pulled back a bit, and that lets me see how deep they are. They're really not very deep. They've definitely decomposed quite a bit. So we're gonna be coming in and doing our back to Eden approach, putting down the wood chips a little bit thicker in this area before the plants get real big. And then also as the melons and the pumpkins and everything with the big leaves, the vining big leaves spread out around here, that'll also be a nice cover crop, a living cover crop. So it'll be pretty hard for the weeds to get through back here. You can see it's a good example. If you let the wood chips get a little thin, the weeds will definitely start coming back. So we're gonna come out and pull some of these weeds, and in some spots where they came in a little bit thicker over this way, we're just gonna put down some more newspaper and another inch or two of wood chips and save ourselves from pulling all them weeds. It's a nice thing about that sheet mulching back to Eden method for sure. All right, so we've been staying busy. You've seen that bed get covered, that raised bed get covered. I want to get this one finished up because this is going to be our peppers, and they'll be going out within a month or so. I've been spreading marigold seeds along the back that I find out here from last year's plants that didn't get all the way taken down. But I got a bunch more in the house, so we're going to open that up just a little bit. We'll do a row of flowers out back, help make a little border to keep them pests away, because marigolds are really good for that. And we'll go ahead and grow marigolds all over. We're going to do them in with our tomatoes over this way and our chives on that big raised bed. And we'll just kind of stick them all over the place. Same thing with some herbs, just try to confuse them pests a little bit. All right, if you liked it, like it, subscribe, and share it around. See you in the Friendly Food Forest 2020 Victory Garden. Cheers.